This vid's gonna spill the beans on what went down in the FBG duck murder trial this past week. The cat who rode up to the joint with that notorious small ball Ralph TZT before Duck got shot, he stepped into the scene. Swore up and down he had zero clue what was cracking. Claimed he was just there to kick it, check the goods, and TZ pulled some whack moves. Cat swearing he was clean, but here's the twist, Small Balls Nation making a comeback. But let me spill it about TZ, his stone's so puny, even Google had to intervene. I googled how a dude could have such tiny cojones, and even Google was clueless. Said our dude knew about Duck's ties with his ex, watched his manliness shrink, knowing he couldn't go toe-to-toe with a heavyweight like FBG Duck. So, he played the shadows, tracing Duck's every step. When the time was ripe, he plotted tails, rallying O-Block's heavyweights to take down Duck when he least expected it. Also, T's buddy, the one around when Duck got hit, straight dropped his gonads before taking the stand, acting like he had no clue about T's tiny situation. T's buddy? Man, a known tough cookie, a savage with a rap sheet longer than the Mississippi. But when it boiled down to facing FBG Duck, even he hopped on the Small Balls Nation wagon. Shows how Duck's rep had these dudes shook. Man stepped up in court, spun a yarn, said he was just out shopping with T, dropped some cash, regular stuff. But when T clocked Duck, he split. Man claims he was clueless, just trying to cop some gear, swearing he was clean, just doing his shopping. Dude dropped his courage on the spot. Looks like Man suffered a case of amnesia about his past remarks on socials after Duck's demise. But here's the twist, Man turned snitch, spilled it all about T, exposing the deep hate T had for Duck and his wish to see him gone. In a snap, this cat cut ties with the Small Balls Nation and got cozy with the underworld of rats. Or maybe it's THF's move to pin T for 55 years in the clink. According to Truth Teller, he snagged a rapid interview with Man, the dude who strolled into the store with THF Small Balls TZ, yeah, that cat. He's spinning that he got roped into that mess, claiming zero involvement in the hit on FBG Duck. Swore up and down he didn't even know Duck. His story? Just shopping for his kids, plain and simple. Man kept it flowing, mentioning that in the courtroom video, he's shown without a phone. Insists it was TZ blabbing about Duck's location on the horn. Furthermore, he claims to have a video chatting with Jason Julian, the prosecutor, proving he didn't strike a deal with the feds. Then, he backpedaled, playing innocent, stating he was clueless about what went down, pleading ignorance about T's baby mama and denying any knowledge about her ties with Duck. But here's the bombshell, another cat testified. Turns out, he was next to FBG Duck when O-Block came through and took Duck out. A girl caught a bullet in her hand, and another guy got hit multiple times. This dude goes by the name Day. You're probably wondering who he is. Well, buckle up, Day happens to be Moop's blood cousin. Day spilled, saying he saw someone packing heat chasing TZ. Strange, cause that's what TZ said when he was on the line with D. But I ain't saying it was Duck, and I ain't vouching for Day's truth. Let's break this down. Why was Day right there next to Duck when shots rang out? He was on the ground beside Duck. It just doesn't add up that Day knew about the hit and put himself in harm's way willingly. According to Trench's News, Day saw TZ and had a chat moments before Duck got hit. Fishy, right? Why would Day, knowing the danger, stand there in the line of fire? The most logical guess is that TZ didn't warn Day about the hit. Moop might not have known Day was there and accidentally shot his own blood relative. How wild is that? So, TZ supposedly clocked Day and asked for a ride, but Day didn't recognize TZ, didn't know who he was. So, naturally, he said, "Nah, I ain't doing that cause I don't know you." No ride for TZ. According to Day's story, after that, he hit downtown for some shopping, decided to check out Dolce & Gabbana. While in line, he spots FBG Duck, starts shooting the breeze. Then out of nowhere, a car rolls up, starts firing. Day got hit multiple times, claims he didn't see a thing. No witnesses, no details, nada. Crazy, right? We thought he might spill about these guys specifically targeting Duck, but it seems it was all out of the blue for him. He spun a tale about TZ being chased by someone downtown right before Duck got hit. This raises questions. Did Duck actually witness that? Was there someone from FBG Duck's crew we don't know about going after TZ? Was TZ telling the truth to Day Day, or is Day Day spinning yarns with this story? Crazy tale for sure. Day Day, the guy hit alongside Duck, seems like he's keeping his distance from this case, ain't too eager to get involved or share much about what went down. Guess he's steering clear of all the drama surrounding the situation now. Mama Duck dropped a bomb that could blast Man into another dimension. You know, Man, the one cruising with small balls T when her kid's whereabouts got spilled to the enemies. Truth teller on the dial with Man, and this dude swearing up a storm, claiming he had zilch to do with T, didn't even know Duck or T's ex-girl. But come on, who's buying that load? Hanging with TZ and crying you were forced into that mess? Nah, this dude walked right alongside TZ when Duck got lit up, both ensuring Duck was out for good. But nope, Man ain't about to bend to logic. Nah, he took it to socials, laid out his side of the story. But guess who caught wind of that post? Mama Duck herself. Bet at that moment, Man wished for the devil himself to drop by, cause Mama Duck unleashed a storm like Thor's hammer on him. She was swinging hard, nearly tearing Man's head off, practically promising more truth bombs in the future. According to Truth Teller's scoop, Mama Duck mentioned she couldn't spill all the beans yet, eagerly waiting for the day to reveal the whole enchilada. She reminded Man that she was in court when he took the stand and claimed Man spilled enough to take down Mr. Microscopic Marbles, Ralph T himself. Remember during the phone call with Truth Teller? Man asserted he didn't say a word or cut any deals with the feds. But seems like there's a boatload of animosity all tied up in this tale. Maybe he didn't outright sing like a canary, but looks like he did cozy up in some form or another. And here's the kicker, C-Murder made a call to an O Block member, phones tapped and all. In his genius move, he told them to toss the phones cause the feds were on their tail, even mentioned they got caught on camera running down the stairs. Talk about a rookie move. The whole convo recorded, for real. C-Murder's in hot water, looking at the rest of his days behind bars. Seems like a similar fate's in store for THF Zooey. The irony? Tay dragged himself into this beef he had zero stake in, between O Block and FBG. He had no business playing puppet master, tweaking everyone's lives. He wasn't even an O Block. TZ nursed deep hate toward Duck cause of his thing with the X-Tay played both sides, manipulating Duck and O Block, and now Duck's gone while O Block faces life sentences. Man, it's a total mess all around. The drama unfolded with everyone trying to be the master of deception, cooking up their stories to suit their own agendas. Man straight up denied any involvement, even with the evidence winking in the background, while Mama Duck called him out, loving the contradictions. The relationships between these characters? Oh boy, they were more twisted than a pretzel in a tornado. And here comes the aftermath, hitting harder than a wrecking ball. C-Murder's phone blunder? That's a recipe for legal hot water and a VIP ticket to serious trouble. Everybody's decisions? They turned out to be jackpot hits, leading straight to a possible vacation in the slammer or worse. Loyalties? Oh, they were put through the ringer, tested so much they got whiplash. Trust? Now that was as solid as a sandcastle in a hurricane. Betrayals and disloyalties were the theme of the hour, proving allegiances in that crowd were about as steady as a one-legged stool. Truths peeked out from the shadows, but the whole picture? Nah, that was playing hide and seek. Mama Duck teased more dirt, hinting there's a whole treasure trove of skeletons waiting to tumble out of the closet. So, in a nutshell, what do we have? A tangled mess, a soap opera of deceit, loyalty that's more fickle than the weather, and consequences big enough to make a whole blockbuster movie. Welcome to the twisted world of twisted truths and even more twisted relationships.